Mia lives in a small town. The town has many rules. People follow the rules. They follow them every day. Mia wakes up. She sees the sun. The sun is bright. She thinks, the sun is so yellow. But her mind says, no. The sun is good. Do not think yellow. Mia eats her breakfast. It is plain food. She eats it slowly. She wants to think about new food. Food with a new taste. But her mind says, no. Think about the good food you have. Do not think about new food. Mia goes to work. She works in a field. She plants seeds. All people plant seeds. They plant the same seeds. Mia looks at a seed. It is small and brown. She thinks, what if this seed makes a blue flower? Her mind says, no. This seed makes a white flower. All seeds make white flowers. Do not think blue. Mia feels strange. She has many thoughts. These thoughts are different. They are not the good thoughts. She walks home. She sees a bird. The bird sings. It sings a happy song. Mia thinks, the bird is singing a special song. Today, her mind says, no. The bird sings a good song. All birds sing good songs. Do not think special. Mia sits in her small house. She feels alone. She has these new thoughts. They are in her head. Only in her head. She wants to share them. But she cannot. It is a rule. A very big rule. Do not think different thoughts. Mia remembers the rules. The rules are old. They are always here. From a long, long time ago. Think only what is good. Do not think what is new. Do not think what is different. This is the main rule. Mia looks out her window. She sees other houses. She sees other people. They all look the same. They all act the same. Do they think the same? Mia wonders. She has this thought. Do they think the same? Her mind says, yes. They think the same. You must think the same. Do not wonder. Mia feels a little sad. She wants to be free. Free to think her thoughts. All her thoughts. She goes to bed. She closes her eyes. She thinks about the blue flower. The imaginary blue flower. Her mind tries to stop her. But she holds the blue flower thought. It is hers. Only hers. The next day, Mia goes to the market. She sees old Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben is old. He sells fruit. The fruit is red. All the fruit is red. It is good fruit. Mr. Ben says. Mia thinks, what if there is a green fruit? A fruit that is green and sweet. She looks at Mr. Ben. Does he think about green fruit? His face is quiet. He says nothing new. Mia buys a red fruit. She eats it. It tastes good. But she still thinks about the green fruit. This feeling is new. This thought is new. It makes her feel a little brave. She walks near the big wall. The wall is high. It goes around the town. Nobody goes outside the wall. Mia looks at the wall. She thinks, what is behind the wall? Her mind says, nothing. There is nothing behind the wall. Do not think about it. It is not good. But Mia keeps thinking. She thinks about tall trees. She thinks about big rivers. She thinks about new animals. She draws a picture in the dirt with her foot. It is a tree. A very tall tree. Not the short trees in the town. A small child sees her. The child looks at the drawing. The child smiles. A very small smile. Mia quickly rubs out the drawing. She looks at the child. The child does not say anything. Later, Mia sees the child again. The child holds a small stone. The stone is a strange shape. The child shows Mia the stone. It is not round. It is not smooth. It is different. Mia thinks, this stone is interesting. Her mind says, no. All stones are good stones. Do not think interesting. But Mia looks at the stone. She looks at the child. The child's eyes are bright. Mia smiles a little. She thinks, maybe the child has different thoughts too. One evening, Mia walks near the old library. The library is quiet. People read the same books. Old books. Good books. Mia sees an old woman. The woman is Mrs. Lee. Mrs. Lee reads a book. Mia walks past. She hears a soft sound. Mrs. Lee makes a small sound. A sigh. Mia thinks, why did she sigh? Was her thought not good? Her mind says, do not ask why. Just accept. Mrs. Lee is reading a good book. She is good. But Mia's mind does not listen fully now. It is getting stronger. Her own mind. She goes home. She sits by her window. The moon is out. It is a round moon. A white moon. Mia thinks, the moon is like a big, white eye in the sky. It sees everything. This thought is not in any book. It is not a rule. It is Mia's thought. It is hers. She feels a warmth inside her. A small warmth. It makes her feel less alone. The next day, Mia goes to the big town square. People walk there. They talk, but they talk about good things. Mia sees a man drawing. He draws a house. All houses look the same. He draws a good house. Mia watches him. She thinks, what if he draws a house with a red roof? A very red roof? Her mind tries to stop her. But she does not stop. She likes the red roof thought. The man looks at her. He sees her watching. He quickly covers his drawing. Mia thinks, did he have a different thought too? She walks away. Her heart beats a little fast. This is a secret game. A secret of thoughts. Later, she goes to the river. The river flows slowly. It goes to a place nobody knows. Mia sits by the river. She takes a small stick. She draws in the wet dirt. She draws a bird with long wings. Longer than the birds she sees. She draws a flower with many colors. Not just white, red, blue, yellow, green. She draws a small tree. A tree with big leaves. Leaves that sway in the wind. She feels happy. This is her drawing. Her secret drawing. A voice speaks. That is a beautiful flower. Mia jumps. She quickly hides her drawing. She sees Mr. Ben. Old Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben looks at her. He does not look angry. He looks quiet. Mia is scared. Mr. Ben sits next to her. He looks at the river. The river flows. It does not ask for permission. Mia looks at him. His words are strange. They are not good words. They are wise. Your flower, Mr. Ben says softly. It has many colors. That is a new thing. Mia is quiet. She does not know what to say. Mr. Ben looks at her. His eyes are old, but they are also kind. Do not be afraid of your thoughts, little Mia, he says. They are your own. Mia looks at her drawing again. The colorful flower. It is still there. But the rules, Mia whispers. Mr. Ben smiles a very small smile. The rules are for actions. Not for thoughts. Not truly. Mia thinks about this. Not for thoughts. This is a new idea. A powerful idea. Your mind is like this river, Mr. Ben says. It flows. It always flows. You cannot stop it. Mia feels a rush of understanding. He is right. She cannot stop her thoughts. She has been trying to stop them. To make them good. But they still came. So, I can think anything? Mia asks. Her voice is very soft. Mr. Ben nods slowly. Yes, little Mia, you can think anything. It is your mind, your free mind. Mia looks at him. A big question is in her eyes. Do you think different thoughts too? Mr. Ben smiles a wider smile now. A secret smile. Oh, yes, many different thoughts. He points to the river. I think about where the river goes. To a big ocean, maybe? An ocean with blue water. Mia's eyes open wide. Blue water. She never thought about blue water. And, Mr. Ben continues, I think about a bird that flies so high. So high it touches the stars. Mia imagines this. A bird touching stars. This is a wonderful thought. A beautiful thought. She feels a new kind of happiness. A happiness from her mind. From her thoughts. We must be quiet about this, Mr. Ben says. For now. But do not hide your thoughts from yourself. Mia nods. Yes, Mr. Ben. I understand. She feels a bond with Mr. Ben. A secret bond. A bond of free thoughts. She goes home. Her steps are light. The world looks a little different now. The next day, Mia sees the child again. The child who liked her drawing. The child is sitting alone. The child is drawing in the dirt too. Mia walks closer. The child's drawing is a flower. It is not white. It has a purple center. Mia looks at the child. The child looks up. The child smiles. It is a big, happy smile. Mia sits next to the child. She does not say anything about the rules. She takes a stick. She draws a bird. Her bird with the long wings. The child looks at the bird. The child points. Bird fly, the child says. Mia nods. Yes, fly high. This is a small moment. A very small moment. But it is a moment of sharing free thoughts. Mia starts to look at people differently. She sees the quiet smiles. She sees the eyes that look far away. She wonders, do they have their own secret thoughts too? She goes to the market. She sees the red fruit. She thinks about the green fruit. She thinks, delicious green fruit. She does not say it, but she thinks it, and it feels good. She sees the man who draws houses. He draws a good house. But Mia wonders about the red roof. She sees the big wall. She thinks about the world beyond the wall. A world full of surprises. Her mind is becoming a garden. A garden of new thoughts. Different thoughts. She meets Mr. Ben sometimes. They do not talk about the rules. They talk about ideas. Mr. Ben says, I thought about a boat. A boat that flies in the sky. Mia says, I thought about a tree. A tree that gives candy fruit. They laugh softly. These are their free thoughts. One day, Mia is in the field. She plants seeds. The same seeds. But she thinks, what if I plant them in a different way? In a circle? Her mind says, no. Plant them in a line. It is the rule. It is good. But Mia looks at the seeds. She looks at the ground. She thinks about the circle. A perfect circle. She starts to plant the seeds in a circle. One by one. It feels a little exciting. Another worker sees her. It is an old woman named Clara. Clara looks at Mia's circle. Clara does not say anything. She just watches. Mia finishes her circle. It looks good. It looks new. Clara comes closer. She kneels down. She looks at the circle of seeds. A circle, Clara says softly. That is a new way. Mia looks at Clara. She waits. Will Clara tell someone? But Clara smiles. A small, approving smile. I always thought about planting in a circle, Clara says. But I never did it. Mia feels a warmth again. Clara also has these thoughts. These different thoughts. It is a strong shape, Clara says. A circle is strong. It is complete. Mia nods. Yes, it is complete. They plant together for a while. Mia makes another circle. Clara makes a small star shape with her seeds. They look at each other. They share a moment of quiet understanding. This is not just thinking free thoughts. This is acting a little free, just a little. Word about Mia's circle spreads. Other workers see it. They do not say much. But the next day, Mia sees a small field with some seeds in a triangle shape. And another field has seeds planted in swirls. Mia's heart feels full. People are thinking. They are doing their thoughts. The thought enforcers walk through the fields. They are quiet men. They wear gray clothes. They look at the circles. They look at the triangles. They look at the swirls. They look confused. Their faces are not happy. One enforcer sees Mia. He walks to her. Mia, he says. His voice is flat. Yes? Mia says. Her heart beats fast, but she tries to be brave. Why are these seeds in a circle? He asks. Mia thinks, because it is beautiful. Because it is new. Because it is my thought. But she says, it felt good to plant them like this. She uses a good word. The enforcer looks at the circle. He looks at Mia. He does not understand. The rule is a line, he says. A straight line. Mia nods. Yes, I know the rule. The enforcer stands there for a long time. He does not know what to do. He cannot stop a circle. It is just a shape. It is not a bad action. He cannot stop a thought. He cannot see inside Mia's head. He walks away. He looks at the other strange shapes in the fields. His face is still confused. Mia feels a small victory. A silent victory. The victory of a thought. Later, Mr. Ben finds Mia. He looks happy. The enforcers are confused, he whispers. They do not know what to do with a different shape, Mia says. Exactly. Mr. Ben laughs softly. They can stop actions, but not ideas. Mia sees the truth in his words. A thought is a thing inside. It is hard to catch. The town begins to change. Slowly, very slowly. The market has the same red fruit. But one day, a child brings a small, yellow berry. The child found it near the wall. It is sweet. It is new. People look at the berry. They look at the child. They do not know what to say. Then, Mr. Ben tries the berry. It is delicious, he says loudly. Other people try the berry. They smile. A new taste. A free taste. The enforcers see the berry. They look at it. They do not have a rule for a yellow berry. They only have rules for good, red fruit. Mia thinks, the world outside the rules is growing. She sees the small acts of freedom. A new song hummed softly by a woman. A different color flower on a window. These are not big rebellions. They are small rebellions. Rebellions of thought. Mia remembers the child's drawing. The purple flower. She sees more purple flowers now. Drawn on walls. Drawn in the dirt. These are not real flowers. They are symbols. Symbols of free thinking. One day, Mia is in the old library. She sees Mrs. Lee. Mrs. Lee is not reading the usual book. Mrs. Lee holds a book. It is old, but Mia has never seen it before. Mrs. Lee looks up. She sees Mia. She quickly closes the book. Mia feels a connection. What are you reading, Mrs. Lee? Mia asks softly. Mrs. Lee looks scared. Then she looks at Mia's eyes. Mia's eyes are open and kind. It is a story, Mrs. Lee whispers. A story about a land with flying people. Mia's breath catches. Flying people. This is a wonderful thought. Can I see? Mia asks. Mrs. Lee slowly opens the book. The pages are old. There are pictures. Pictures of people with wings. Mia looks at the pictures. She feels a great joy. This is freedom. This is imagination. Mrs. Lee points to a picture. They fly to the moon, she says. They visit the stars. Mia thinks of Mr. Ben's bird touching stars. Now people can touch them too. In a story. This is not a good book, Mrs. Lee says. It is a different book. Mia nods. It is a beautiful book, Mrs. Lee. They sit together. They look at the pictures. They share this secret story. This forbidden story. This is a bigger step. Reading a forbidden book. Sharing a forbidden thought. The thought enforcers still walk around. They still watch. But they cannot watch every book. They cannot watch every thought. The children in the town start to play new games. Games they invent. Games with new rules. Mia sees them. They pretend to be flying people. They run with their arms out, like wings. She sees the joy in their faces. It is a true joy. A joy from their own minds. The town leaders meet. They talk about the changes. They see the different shapes in the fields. They see the yellow berries. They see the new games. People are having different thoughts, one leader says. This is not good. Another leader says, but what is the harm? The crops still grow. The work is still done. This is a new argument. A different argument. They are starting to think too. The rules are still there. But the people's minds are not ruled. Mia walks to the big wall again. She looks at it. It feels less like a prison now. It feels more like a boundary. A boundary for a town that is slowly becoming free. She thinks about the world beyond the wall. She thinks about the ocean. The blue ocean. She thinks about the tall trees. The big rivers. The new animals. Her imagination is strong. It flies like a bird with long wings. It touches the stars. She knows that freedom starts inside. In the mind. The thoughts cannot be stopped. They are like the river. They flow. They keep flowing. The gray-clad thought enforcers are still there. They try to enforce the old rules. But it is harder now. Much harder. They see a boy drawing a house with a red roof. They tell him to draw a good house. The boy says, but the red roof is happy. The enforcers do not know how to argue with happy. Happiness is not a forbidden word. Mia thinks, they only know words for good and bad. But there are so many other words. Words like happy, beautiful, interesting, different, creative, imaginative. These words are now in people's minds. And sometimes, they are in their voices. The town starts to change its colors. Small, new colors appear. A woman wears a scarf with blue threads. A man paints his door a light green. These are not against the rules directly. The rules just say, be good. They do not say, be only gray. Mia feels a great hope. The hope for a future where minds are truly free. She meets Mr. Ben again. He holds a book. It is a book he made himself. The pages are full of drawings. Drawings of his sky-flying boat. Drawings of birds touching stars. It is a book of his thoughts. His free thoughts. I call it, my book of wonders, Mr. Ben says. His eyes sparkle. Mia looks at the book. It is so full of life. So full of freedom. It is a wonderful book, Mia says. A truly wonderful book. Mr. Ben shows it to other people. Slowly, one by one, people look at the book. They smile. They ask questions. How does the boat fly? What do the stars feel like? These are new questions. Questions of curiosity. Questions that come from free minds. The enforcers see Mr. Ben's book. They take it. They look at it. They see the drawings. They see the words about flying. This is not a good book, an enforcer says. It is my book, Mr. Ben says, calm and strong. It is my thoughts. The enforcer cannot say it is bad. It does not cause harm. It only causes wonder. They give the book back to Mr. Ben. They do not know what to do. Mia watches this. She sees the fear in the enforcer's eyes. But she also sees their confusion. They are losing their power. Their power over thoughts. The town becomes a place of soft whispers. Whispers of new ideas. Whispers of old dreams. People start to tell stories. Stories that are not from the old books. Stories they invent. Children sit around and listen to these new stories. Their eyes are wide with wonder. Mia tells a story about a hidden garden. A garden with every kind of flower. Flowers that talk. The children love it. They imagine the talking flowers. They imagine the colors. The big wall still stands. But the minds inside are no longer walled in. The idea of freedom in thinking is like a tiny seed. It was planted by Mia. It was watered by Mr. Ben. It grew in the hearts of many. And now, this seed is a big tree. Its branches reach high. Its leaves are full of new colors. The town is still small. But the thoughts are big. They are wide. They are free. Mia looks at the sky. It is blue. Not just good. It is beautifully blue. She smiles. She feels the wind. She hears the birds. They sing their own songs. Her mind is open. Her mind is clear. Her mind is free. She knows that freedom is not just about big actions. It is about the small actions. The smallest ones. The smallest action is a thought. A thought that is yours. A thought that is new. A thought that is free. The sun sets. It paints the sky with orange and purple. Not just good colors, but amazing colors. Mia sees it. She thinks it. And she knows it is true. The journey of freedom starts with one thought. Then another. Then many. Until every mind is a garden. A garden of infinite possibilities. The rules are still written. But the unwritten rules are stronger. The rules of the heart. The rules of the mind. Mia stands tall. She is not afraid. She is not alone. She is one of many. Many who think. Many who dream. Many who are free. The old town is new. Not the buildings, but the spirit of the people. It is a town where thoughts can fly. High above the wall. High above the rules. This is the end of the strict control. The start of something new. A future built on ideas. A future built on questions. A future built on freedom. Mia's heart is light. Her mind is awake. She is truly free. And her town, piece by piece, thought by thought, is becoming free too. The story is not over. The story of freedom never ends. It just keeps growing. Every day, new thoughts arrive. New ideas bloom. New wonders unfold. It is a beautiful life. A life of thought. A life of choice. A life of freedom. Mia closes her eyes. She sees the blue ocean. She sees the flying boats. She sees the talking flowers. All in her mind. All real to her. All free. The end of the old way. The start of the new way. The way of thought. It is a quiet revolution. A revolution of the mind. And it started with a simple thought. A single, different thought. A thought about a yellow sun. A thought about a blue flower. A thought about a free mind. And that is how freedom in thinking came to the quiet town. Slowly, surely, beautifully.